We continue with the silent H. This time the silent H is not accompanied by the G, like in with GH, like in ghost or in tough, but the silent H is with the R, RH. Let me share my screen with you. Here we go. Silent letters in English, the silent H. Rhythm, rhubarb. Rhyme, I'm going to confess something to you. I get rhythm and rhyme mixed up in spelling. I don't know, no matter how many times I see it, I get it mixed up. The only reason I know how to pronounce rhyme correctly because of the YME. And right away, my mind goes to, you see E going backwards, then you have a consonant, then you have the Y. The Y is pronounced like the long I, rhyme. That's how I do it. Sometimes we have our own little secrets that help us to do something. In my case, to spell. Rhapsody, Rhapsody in Blues. Rhea, Ream, rheology. These are more medical terms. Rhetoric. It's nothing but a bunch of rhetoric. Rhetoric now has taken on a negative connotation. At one time, it wasn't negative, though. Rheumatic, like you have rheumatism. You know, your arms, your bones hurt, and everything hurts when you get older. Rhine, the Rhine River, I think in Germany. Rhode Island. Now, I'm not sure whether it's Delaware or whether it's Rhode Island, the smallest state of the United States. I think it's Delaware, and that's where the current president, President Biden, is from. He's from Delaware. I've been to Delaware. It's small. Okay, that's a prefix, so I'm not going to pronounce that. Rhombic, Rhumba, the Rhumba, like in Cuba. Maybe it's not Cuba. It could be one of the other Caribbean islands where Spanish is spoken, the Rhumba. It's a type of dance. I can't do it, so I don't know why I'm acting like I can. That's a prefix. Rheumatology, the study of rheumatism. Rexus. That's rhino, because that's also a word, rhino, but it's also a prefix. Now we're looking at the WH. Once again, the H is silent. Where? If you took that H out and you didn't spell it with the H, it would be were. When? I've seen students, I've gotten papers, W-E-N. I've gotten papers, W-E-N. You would think, well, that's a very common word. It's one of, I have it as 200 as one of the most common words in the English language. Students spell it wrong. I've had what, W-A-T. Why? Students spell it like they do when they text, or when they're direct DM, direct messaging, or when they are emailing. Just the why. Just the why. I said, what's this? Oh, my, professor, it's, why? I said, I know the letter, but what, that's not a word. Oh, that's how I said, not when you're writing a paper. While, whether this is a homophone, I want to say graph, but it's not. It's not a homograph. It's a homophone, two words written differently from each other, but spelled the same. So this is a WHETHER, whether you choose one, whether you go to the store or you stay here, comma, you are to keep your phone on. Okay, whether you go to the store or stay here, whether or. The other weather is WEATHER, which is connected to climate, the weather. What's the weather out? What is, you don't say what's the climate like outside. You say what's the weather out like outside. So is it warm? Is it hot? If it's, let's say it's spring, and sometimes the spring can be either warm, in the Northeast, warmish. In the West, up until very lately, it was usually warm, but now everything is hot. Okay. White. I've had students give me WITE, and that word doesn't exist, WITE. Not that I know if it does, I don't know it, and I don't know what it means. Which. Now, which is a homophone, which is, which of these names are is your name, or which do you want? You can choose, which one do you want? There's 5, there's 2, which is different from what do you want? What do you want means there's no hint of what you want. I have to just guess, what's your name? It could be a million names. Which is your name? I have a list here of the names on this list. Which one is yours, right? But which is also a homophone, which, WITCH, and a witch is the name of women they used to call women witches, who were independent. Older women, maybe post-menopausal women, who were independent, who didn't need a man, and they claimed that they would gather together in the woods and do horrible things, which, so in the Salem witch trials, they killed tens of women. I don't know if it's hundreds, but tens of women for being a witch. Wheat, wheeze, and cough. That's to wheeze. You can hear you breathing. You can hear you breathing. Whelm, to be overwhelmed or to be underwhelmed. If you're overwhelmed, it's more than you expected. If you're underwhelmed, it's like, I was expecting more. Whelp, wet, whiff. You get a whiff of something, you get a smell of something. Whimsy, whine, to be whiny all the time, to be whining. Whip, they use whips on my ancestors during enslavement, because I don't say slavery, because I don't call the people who were forced to work for free for 300 years, 200 and something years, slaves. I call them, they were enslaved. Nobody's born a slave. You're born a human being. You're made into a slave. You are enslaved. You are made to work for somebody for free. Wish, whirl, whisk, whistle. That's to whistle. I can't whistle. I think it was Snow White, the song Whistle While You Work. You whistle while you work. That's not the tune. Nope, that's not the tune. Whiz, he's a whiz. That means he's very intelligent. Okay, silent GH. And we're talking about now the silent H. So I guess I kept the cards, some of the cards from the other pile. That's okay, no problem. So we're talking about the silent H. And knowing these words, maybe memorizing these words will help you, not only how to spell them, but if you need to look them up to find out what they mean, you'll know how to, you'll be able to spell them so you can look them up. Thank you. Coralla Ficklin McLean at WYLCOME, welcome.com. I thank you very much. I invite you to share my videos. I invite you to use them in your classroom, anywhere, right? And you have the card, so you could even turn me down and you become the teacher. You don't need me. That's why I show card by card by card. So you have these cards in your possession so that you can use them, so that you can become an excellent ESL teacher, and especially if you're living abroad, so you can require more for your services and live well, my brother and my sister, especially my sister, live well abroad. Learn their language, become bilingual, trilingual, multilingual. Thank you. I wish you a good day.